I'm committed to delivering the homes Londoners so desperately need, including delivering affordable housing of different types. We have built more council homes in London than since the 1970s and more genuinely affordable homes than at any time since the GLA was established. That's why in 2023, council housing starts in London would double the rest of the country combined. The emergency house building measures respond to the perfect storm facing house building due to a combination of high interest rates, the rising cost of construction materials, the legacy of the pandemic, a shortage of skilled workers and the lasting impact of Brexit. All of this means we're now in the midst of an incredibly difficult period for house building, the most difficult since the global financial crash. I'm simply not prepared to stand by while the supply of affordable housing for Londoners dries up, which is why there's a package of temporary measures to help kickstart house building in London. These include a time-limited, fast-track planning route for schemes delivering 20% affordable housing and temporary relief from the Community Infrastructure Levy SIL. I understand that consultation on the SIL relief will commence soon. My priority is making sure actual homes, especially those that are affordable, are delivered for Londoners. I'm clear that when it comes to affordable homes, 20% of a scheme being delivered is better than an agreement on paper that doesn't lead to new homes being built. This is a short-term package in response to exceptional circumstances. It's my ambition to increase affordable housing levels again as economic conditions and the house building market improves. It's worth adding that I've also secured £324 million in capital grant funding for the City Hall Developer Investment Fund, which will support house building by unblocking stalled sites that can deliver additional homes in the near term. And I've also secured additional planning powers, which will allow me to call in developments of between 50 and 149 homes where a borough is minded to refuse planning permission, and also the flexibility to adopt mayoral development orders. I'll make full use of these planning powers to ensure every opportunity is being taken to deliver the new homes for Londoners. And of course, he's aware the new draft plan published today sets out our vision for unlocking housing delivery and supporting economic growth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So your draft London plan today locks in the emergency house building measures for another 2 years at least, taking your fast-track route from 35% affordable to 20% affordable. Now, that's a target that's much lower than many inner London boroughs where viability is different, including in the council where I'm a councillor in Islington, where the target is 50%. Now, these measures have drawn opposition from a range of parties, including the Labour Council. Now, are you confident that a blanket 20% rate across the city makes sense? Because I've taken the time to look at a number of planning approvals that are happening across the city that are substantially higher than 50%. Camden, 30%, 51%, 50%, Wandsworth, 49%, Westminster, 29.5%. Is your 20% target cutting off the ambition of many London boroughs?
Well, let's deal with ambition. It's really important. As you started talking about affordable housing, looking at the ambition of Islington Council, a number of schemes they had: Parkhurst Road, 50% genuinely affordable; Holloway Prison, 60% genuinely affordable; Barnbury Estate, 100% affordable; Golden Lane Estate, 100% affordable; Dixon Clark Court, 50% affordable, and I could go on. They're all opposed by the Green councillors. And so I think, you know, it's a bit of, I mean, I hate using the word hypocrisy, but double standards, maybe, or pot kettle black, or he does protesteth too much. I'm quite clear in relation to no other mayor in the history of this city. I know the Tories don't like me mentioning the previous guy, but including Ken Livingstone, no other mayor's built more council homes than I have. No other mayor has built more genuinely affordable homes than I have, but I recognise the perfect storm facing house building across the country. I can't pretend, and I've got the figures for every borough in London over the last few years. It's just dried up. And I tell you this, Chair, let's diarise this time next year how many council homes Islington, where he's now the effective opposition, or the 5 Green councils begin. It's going to be challenging, not because they're bad councils, but the market is really hard. And so what we're trying to do is to, for a short period, and it is a short period, temporary package of measures to help facilitate these homes, because he knows the TA list, he deals with constituents every day. It's heartbreaking, the stories. Getting these houses built will mean they can be rehoused sooner rather than later.
I will just correct your notes. The Barnsbury estate was 38%, not 100%, and I opposed it because of the cut in affordable housing. Now,
I mentioned 7. I mentioned 7. He corrects 1.
But he still opposed it.
So, I'm very conscious of the Centre for London's report on affordable housing. And one of their key conclusions was that the model for delivering affordable housing in this city is fundamentally broken. This hope that we will build lots of luxury flats and get enough council housing is fundamentally broken. And I'm worried with your cuts to affordable housing that we're doubling down on a broken model. First of all, do you agree that the cross-subsidy model for delivering affordable housing is broken and needs to be put to the side?
Yeah, yes, it was designed for a time. I went into politics, the previous government and stuff. It's clearly broken, and this is why the questions asked by Senator Mahfouz and Small Edwards about the importance of diversified housing supply is so important, because the cross-subsidy works on the premise this will be really profitable, and almost like a charity will take some money from the profit for affordable housing. And the reason why I deliberately mentioned the Attlee and Macmillan governments was they didn't rely upon this model. It was recognising the importance of council housing and investing in it. And by the way, a good example of borrowing to invest, it always reaps dividends. House building reaps dividends, not just in terms of people having a good home and can be productive. Think about all the people involved in making these homes as well.
I'm afraid the City Hall Green's now out of time.